For years, you have been told the same repetitive lies about why your body seems to betray you the moment you cross the threshold of 40. You were told it was just a natural part of aging, a slowing metabolism that you had to accept with grace. But while you were counting every calorie and exhausting yourself on treadmills, a quiet revolution was happening in the high-end laboratories of clinical endocrinology. Researchers were looking past the surface-level explanations and stumbled upon a discovery so profound it reframes everything we thought we knew about midlife weight gain. It isn't just about hormones, and it certainly isn't about your age. The real culprit is a microscopic, toxic, molecular blockage that acts like a biological padlock on your fat cells. This molecule, which begins to accumulate more aggressively after age 40, essentially mutes the signals your brain sends to your body to burn energy. When this toxic barrier is present, your body can be in a state of starvation, yet it will refuse to touch a single ounce of stored fat for fuel. It is a state of metabolic incarceration. Imagine for a moment that your metabolism is a furnace. In your 20s, that furnace roared with every meal you ate. But as you hit 40, someone began throwing wet blankets over the flames. No matter how much high-quality wood you add, the fire just won't catch. This is what it feels like to live with this molecular interference. You feel heavy, sluggish, and increasingly disconnected from the person you see in the mirror. You might have noticed that even when you eat perfectly, the scale doesn't budge, or worse, it creeps upward. This isn't a failure of your character. It is a failure of a specific biological mechanism. However, understanding how this blockage works is the first step toward dismantling it. Scientists have recently identified a very specific group of citrus-derived flavonoids that possess the unique ability to penetrate this molecular barrier. These aren't just your standard vitamins. They are precision-engineered by nature to act as a key. If you are curious about how these citrus compounds interact with your internal fat-burning switch, there is a comprehensive breakdown available for you. The story of this discovery doesn't start in a boardroom, but in the observation of small, isolated coastal communities. While the rest of the world struggled with an epidemic of metabolic syndrome, these individuals maintained lean, vibrant bodies well into their 80s. When researchers looked at their diets, they didn't find a lack of carbs or a surplus of exercise. Instead, they found a consistent, ritualistic consumption of specific parts of citrus fruits. These peels and membranes contain the very alkaloids needed to flush the toxic molecule out of the human system. This isn't about eating more oranges. It's about a specific concentration of these elements that triggers a process called selective thermogenesis. This process tells the body that it is safe to release stored fat, specifically the stubborn deep fat that protects the organs. When you activate this pathway, the energy levels that felt lost in your 30s suddenly begin to return. The brain fog lifts. The constant gnawing hunger that makes dieting a torture suddenly vanishes because your body is finally eating the fuel it has been carrying around for years. This shift is what many are now calling the orange trick. It's a subtle adjustment to your daily biology that yields disproportionate results. It works by targeting the ghrelin and leptin receptors, the two master controllers of your appetite and satiety. In a body blocked by toxic People who have integrated this method report a strange sensation in the first few days, a feeling of internal warmth and a sudden, spontaneous burst of motivation. As we delve deeper into the cellular mechanics, we see that the synergy of L-carnitine and these citrus extracts is what creates the magic. L-carnitine acts as a shuttle, picking up the fat molecules that have been released and carrying them into the mitochondria. Without the citrus key to release the fat, the shuttle sits empty. Without the shuttle, the fat just circulates and settles right back onto your waistline. It is a two-step dance that must be performed perfectly. For those who feel they have tried everything, from keto to intermittent fasting, and felt the crushing weight of plateaus, this is often the missing piece of the puzzle. It's the reason why some people seem to eat whatever they want and stay thin, while others struggle with a single cheat meal. Their shuttle and key system is functioning at 100%. If you want to see exactly how this ritual is being used by thousands of people to bypass the need for extreme dieting, you should take a look at the video presentation in the description. It walks you through the entire 7-second morning ritual that sets this process in motion before you even have your first cup of coffee. What is most fascinating about this endocrine breakthrough is the safety profile. Because these are bioidentical nutrients sourced from the very fruits we've consumed for millennia, the body recognizes them instantly. There is no foreign chemical for the liver to process, no synthetic stress on the heart. It is simply providing the body with the tools it stopped receiving through our modernized, overprocessed food supply. We are living in a time where our environment is filled with endocrine disruptors, chemicals in our water, plastics, and air that mimic hormones and contribute to that toxic molecular buildup. By consciously introducing these citrus-based antagonists, you are performing a daily metabolic detox. You are giving your body the fighting chance it deserves to function as it was designed to. You are not broken, and you are not too old. You have simply been operating with a clogged system. Think about what your life would look like if the weight wasn't a constant topic of mental conversation. Imagine waking up and feeling light, your clothes fitting the way they did a decade ago, and having the stamina to pursue your passions without the literal and figurative weight holding you back. This is the promise of the latest research into citrus-based metabolic restoration. It is about more than just a number on a scale. It is about reclaiming the sovereignty of your own health. The science is clear, the results are being replicated globally, and the only thing left is the application of the knowledge. We often spend our lives waiting for a miracle, when, in reality, the solution was hidden in the simplest of places, waiting for science to catch up and provide the method to extract it. The journey to a healthier, more vibrant version of yourself doesn't have to be a battle of attrition. It doesn't have to be a war against your own hunger. When you align your biology with the correct nutrients, the body naturally moves toward its optimal weight. It wants to be lean, it wants to be energetic. It just needs the toxic molecule out of the way. By following the link in the description, you can join the community of people who have stepped away from the diet culture of restriction and moved into a culture of biological empowerment. Thank you for watching and for taking this step toward understanding the deeper truths of your health. If this information has resonated with you and you're ready to stop blaming yourself and start fixing the system, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We are constantly bringing you the latest breakthroughs that the mainstream media often overlooks. Don't forget to check the link in the description to see the orange trick in action and start your own transformation today. Your body is waiting for the signal. It's time to send it.